Good morning. Welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob. Yesterday, we drove home a key distinction from psychology, the difference between rightful guilt on the one hand and toxic shame on the other. Just as rightful guilt provides us necessary feedback in order for us to change unhelpful or even sometimes unacceptable behaviors, toxic shame does exactly the opposite. Toxic shame shuts down useful feedback and leaves us instead paralyzed, where we, as one of my clients put it so perfectly, we simply barbecue in our own adrenaline. And in the case of severe addiction, sadly, many, way too many, simply curl up and die. You know, I met yesterday with a treatment center group here locally, and I asked them this question: how many of us have tried to kill ourselves? I know it's a bracing question. A couple of hands went up in the group somewhat sheepishly. But then I modified the first question and I said this: how many of us would have been okay if our addictive substance, our drug of choice, whether alcohol, cocaine, heroin, or meth, how many of us would have been okay if that had taken us out, if that had killed us? Every single hand in the room, including my own, shot up in clear recognition of the level of hopelessness, and I want to say fatigue, but especially what horrible, gnawing, relentless shame and self-loathing can do to the best of us. And I want to assert that active addiction does nothing to bring out the best in us. That's for doggone sure. Now, what I want to do is invite you to come back tomorrow, and we've got an exercise. And what I want to do in this exercise is I want to draw you into some self-reflection, deeper self-reflection about shame, this distinction between shame on the one hand and guilt on the other. So I'll be asking you to check in with yourself, your own private history, and I'll have you distinguish the one from the other, toxic shame from rightful guilt. And also we'll be looking at the implications of these differences in our daily lives moving forward. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow.